Chris, also known as Zulu, and welcome to another epic episode of Gee, What's in Your Mind?
Wow.
Hmm.
And then boom. And this one, obviously.
So, now one of the things that I want us to just dive deep into is the challenges Harahadi relationships. Like, what are some of the challenges that Majita go through that you've noticed?
I mean, it's it's like finance. Mostly it's just finance stuff.
Why does it always have to be finance?
Like, here's the thing. Like, women nowadays are just more into like materialistic things,
mm,
as we said.
mm,
Like it's if you can get her all of those stuff that
mm,
she wants,
mm,
like you start to feel like a failure,
mm,
and it's not up to you to actually like make sure that all of those things that she wants are actually given.
mm,
So if you can give what you can, but don't make it like your job to like
mm,
satisfy her. Obviously, we as we said, we can't.
mm,
We check. So also finance, like in with women nowadays, it determines whether they stay or not. There are some hands who would like tell you from a get go to like, if you can maintain me, if you can't maintain this,
mm.
I'm not gonna stay with you.
True,
Like,
true,
I'm
true.
literally gonna leave. If you're working good, yeah, we can stay together. If you're gonna
Mm,
take me out or like buy me dates,
mm,
take me to dinner dates and all of that, we're gonna roll. But
mm,
like once that stops,
mm.
it's chai. Like it's we breaking it up. You know.
And the thing that I don't understand is that most of the time, re avoided this question. There was a trend, or what do you bring to the table? And I once explained it, and I'm gonna try and explain it again in a very discreet way.
Yeah.
When a man asks a woman, "What do you bring to the table?" we don't necessarily mean like what do you have, you know. We are
Yeah.
asking in terms of skill because if you as a woman expect me to provide, what are you gonna do with what I provide? If ever I go to the shops, let's say I have shop right, check a
Yeah.
spa,
Yeah.
and I buy groceries, are you gonna be able to cook?
Yeah.
If ever I bring in the money, are you gonna be able to go and get things done? Like some of those things, and well, why I'm talking about this part is because there was a conversation between two people, and that conversation, I want you are laughing, Mikey, because you know what I'm talking about.
Obviously.
You know.
Obviously.
So I want you to explain as to what you discovered in that conversation.
Well, yeah. Well, I actually realized that like women nowadays, they are actually refraining from their duties, man. Like
Mm.
it's just it's surprising. It was so surprising for me because like I kept on laughing because like I was like what are you saying?
Mm.
Like what are you saying? Let's say you're a wife, you there in the house,
True.
and then I'm bringing the money.
Yes.
I'm making sure that everything that you need is all covered. I'm making sure that grocery is there, and then you tell me that all the food that you have bought, make sure they are also cooked. But I'm not gonna cook them as a wife. As my
Imagine
wife.
a wife telling you,
You
that
as my wife, you telling me that because I bought food,
I must cook it.
I should make sure that it's cooked. What? I should get us a chef. Like okay, so let's actually move from the food part.
Yes.
You come back to a house.
Yes.
They're like, oh, who did you built like a big ass mansion?
Yes.
And who do you think is gonna clean this whole house? Like hire somebody to come clean the house.
So
like,
now I must hire somebody, but I married you.
Yo, Doug, I literally had to tell her. I was like, dude, like if you feel you can't actually do all of those duties, like you can clean, you can cook for me, you can you can provide that care for me, like rather I marry the maid.
Yes.
The one that you say I must hire to come cook, to come clean, all of those things. I rather marry that person because that's the wife that I'm looking for.
Yes.
I can't be providing for somebody who's gonna look at me and say, you know what, let's get a chef, or let's go eat by the restaurant and leave. Let's hire somebody to like do this, do that, do that. Come on, man.
The generation of today, they are shying away from their responsibilities.
Literally.
But they expect men to carry our responsibilities. Like you said, a woman will come up to you. Some of them, they come straight up to you and they ask you, where do you work?
Like,
how much do you make?
That actually literally throws me off. That throws me off. You could have came with like a better tactic to actually get into my pocket, but you just start with how much, like, where do you work? Like, how much are you making?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna be able to like provide? Those are the kind of questions that will pop up. Obviously, like when you start asking like questions like, where do you work? How much do you make? You going straight there. You literally are classified as a gold digger.
True.
You are literally digging the hell out of me.
Exactly. And there's no other way for it. Babanga, they're saying, no, it's girlfriend allowance.
No.
Okay, fine. Let's speak about this thing, girlfriend allowance. Seeming that, Renamajita, we need to be giving girls girlfriend allowance. Do you think, we deserve girlfriend allowance, a boyfriend allowance?
Let me tell you this, there's no such thing as a girlfriend allowance.
Exactly.
There's no such thing as a girlfriend allowance. Tell you what, you guys have classified this thing as girlfriend allowance, but it wasn't supposed to be like that in the first place. This is money that I give you to actually take care of the house. When you're staying with someone, you can say, I'm giving you a girlfriend allowance. What's that for?
True.
What's that for? You give her a girlfriend allowance and then you're still going to buy groceries and you're still going to make sure that everything in the house is sorted for cater for her.
Imagine.
Like, that's, dude, like if I was to give you money and I'm staying with you, don't take it as girlfriend allowance. Take it as like, okay, we're gonna take care of like stuff that we're gonna need in the house.
True.
If there's money that you're gonna need on the side, maybe for your hair or like you tell me, okay, I'm gonna add a bit of a cost for like hair on top of this money, but most of it's gonna cover most of the costs that we're gonna need in the house. There's no such thing as a girlfriend allowance. There was never such thing. I don't even believe in it. Like, honestly,
facts.
If you need something done, you tell me. Okay, you know what? I need my hair done. I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna add a bit on top of the money that we actually like. I usually give you for like the household stuff.
True.
And then we'll take it from there. True. Yeah, you go do your hair, and then that's it.
But then I don't understand this whole concept, because if let's go back to the fact that girlfriend allowance.
Yeah.
If you are giving a girl girlfriend allowance, what's the difference between giving a girl girlfriend allowance and paying her to be in a relationship? Isn't that the same thing?
It is the same thing.
So basically, what you're doing is you are paying to date this person.
This person is an employee. Like, they are literally your employee. Because if you're doing that every month, what's that? That's salary.
That's a salary.
That's a whole salary.
Yes.
I mean, what are you paying her? What are you paying for? Like, what does she do? She does things that benefit her and her only. Like, literally, that's salary for me. If I go to work and then I get paid, I cover my expenses. I do all of the things. That's basically what she does.
But I think that 2 minutes of pleasure. That 2 minutes of pleasure, because most of the time, like, if you notice, when relationships fall apart and people start fighting, and let's say in most cases, the girl starts cheating and you find out, bring back my stuff. All this time I've been giving you the no. So just imagine.
That's not something to bring up. That's not something to. If she starts doing like all of those things, you should make sure that you always like have maybe like a bit of a proof that you have purchased stuff that you're gonna need from it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, like you just get there. Maybe let's say, like for gassy vibes, like you've bought like your fridge, your TV, and all of that. Make sure it's on credit on your card or where it reflects on your bank statement. I'm gonna literally take it to the law. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time having a conversation about like, oh well, you charged me like 40 times. Now you can actually take the fridge back. I can. Like literally, if I wanted, I would.
True.
I would get it.
You have the right to do so.
I would literally print out a bank statement from like, I don't know, 2 to 3 years ago.
Yes.
For me to get that.
Because we can't be going around paying for chowing, man.
Dog.
That's if a woman, now I feel that if a woman wants you to give her money every single month because you're chowing, I honestly think, Ugati, it's the same as prostitution.
I mean,
it's the same as selling, my guy.
You're literally paying for her to be there and you to chow her, and basically that's what you do with prostitution.
But our generation these days, I think that's the motive.
Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. I think we got a lot of things twisted. Like us as this generation, as this youth. You know, like I don't know. Like we twist a lot of things that used to be just a norm back in the days, dog. Like men used to provide, come back home, give women money. They used to like take care of the household. They used to like take care of the men. They would still cook and clean. You know, women back then used to like go maybe like fetch wood. You know, like fetch like collect some stuff to like maybe make food later on. You know, and still come back home and clean and cook. Nowadays, you get a hand who's like, dude, if I go to work and you go to work, we come back. I don't know. Like somebody has to make the food. I don't know who, but like somebody have to like get the food.
It's entitlement, man. It's entitlement. They feel so entitled. That's the challenge with these days, with relationships these days. It's that the motive, man. And I hope back in the day, but times have changed.
Times have changed, yeah, but like haven't. Like we still the same people.
True.
You know, like
very true.
Like, you see, the same thing that made us decent back then. It shouldn't, like, where have you ever heard decency changing? It doesn't change. Like if you want to change it, that's on you. You actually deciding to change, like I don't know, like your circumstance or your situation.
True. Yes.
But like the truth doesn't actually change. It stays real. It's gonna always stay as real as it is. You know. So that's you lying to yourself, basically. I'm not gonna even like go deep into that. Like they just, I don't know, they just lying to themselves. And also there's this thing about like equality, like where like men and women have to be like equal.
There's no such.
There was never. Tell you what, if a house is collapsing, who are we exiting first? Who are we gonna say? Oh, we're gonna say, oh, let's take out like the children. After the children, who's that? Is it men? Women first.
Women.
Why is that? Like I'm gonna like if they like, I don't know. It's already approved that we all equal. You see now, if the house is collapsing, I'm gonna take the children out. Obviously, I'm gonna be the second one to go out. We all equal. You can hold the roof. You can hold it like this for us to go up. You know, like that.
Because isn't it they wanted equality?
It is equality. Like if I get to the house and then I find like the roof is leaking, I'm gonna give you the tools as a woman and say, oh babe, the roof is leaking. Okay, let me go do the dishes, and then you can climb up. And fix the roof. You know, like that's it.
Because you wanted equality, so that's what equality is.
If your tire is flat, I'm gonna say, babe, your tire is flat.
Yes.
Deal with
I'm not gonna change it for you.
I'm not gonna change it for you. Like you wanted this. You wanted us to like have the same level. You wanted us to actually get paid the same.
Yeah, when we start talking about payment, hey man, it goes very, 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 very deep because one thing Eloring I don't understand as well, ne, is I don't get why a woman ne, would
Yeah.
want the same salary as a man and then still expect you to give her yours.
Exactly.
Like we are being paid the same amount and you still want me to cut my salary and give it to you. Why? Why?
Dude, I can tell you. I don't. I'm not. We're not gonna say like it's all women who does that, but like most
90% of
most
them.
of most of yeah most of them actually do that.
Mm.
Like, but like you know, it's it becomes so like I don't know how to put this, but like it becomes so unfair
Mm.
for us as men, you
Mm.
know, for the fact that it even pushes us to like um go to like extreme sports to make extra money. You know, you
True,
could be
true.
working, but if I come up to you and say, "Oh, dude, you know, there's this G4S that's
Yeah,
roaming
yes,
around.
yes,
We could make 1 million."
yes.
You're not even gonna think twice because like you're out there dealing with a woman who's telling you that, oh, what like you can deal with me because like we and the same, but like yeah, you
Mm.
still have to give me that money.
Mm.
So obviously you need extra money to actually deal with that woman.
Mm. Mm.
You see, so if I come to you and say, oh, a G4S is like I don't know, it's like roaming somewhere, so let's go hit it.
Mm.
Like you're not gonna think twice. You're just gonna like roll up it because you need that money.
True,
You know,
true,
you need
true,
that money. You need that sustenance to say, okay,
true.
now,
I'm a
now I'm balling.
man.
Now I'm balling. You have
Yeah,
nothing on this. I
yeah.
have a meter sitting bar. You still
True,
waiting for your payment for like the
true,
last month.
true, true.
Exactly.
So we go the extra mile for these people, but still they are not
They,
appreciative, man.
they, I don't know, bro. Like they never appreciate us.
Mm.
They never appreciate our effort. They just don't see us. I don't know. I don't know why it's up, but like, yeah, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, no. But diving into something on a side that I want us to talk about is like where are we going as the future generation?
I mean,
What are your views like on what's happening currently and the youth and where are we going? Because this whole thing, man, the internet is taking so much control over the youth to a point whereby oh, kgopela bana hore a ralokeng diski, they don't even know how to play soccer. There's malwetse a le horeng a ba tsena. You know, like they're getting sick profoundly. You find that the elderly are now looking like the young, and the young are not. You know, I've made a mistake before, my guy. I've made a terrible mistake before, and I won't forget that. I was working at the mall, ne?
yeah,
And it was, I think it was on my lunch break. Yeah, it was on my lunch break. And about 2023, yeah, in 2023, I was working on my lunch break, ne?
yeah.
And then I see these two women, bruh. They walking, bruh. They looking fine as
Fly.
hell. Guess what I did, my guy?
Yeah.
Seeing that, okay, fine, this is nice. Maybe let me get myself one. And I can see that they like the look. They see what I'm a gent.
Yeah.
I'm neat.
Yeah.
I'm looking fly, bro.
Yeah.
I go to one of them and I say to them, I say, "Mama, can I please speak to your child?" And guess who I was speaking to?
The child.
I'm asking the child to speak to the
Flip.
mother. Facts, bruh.
Flip. What the hell?
I went to the
What the
mother
hell?
to the child and I was like, "Mama, can I speak to your child?"
What the hell?
And when they recalled me, they're like, "I know, man. This is my child. I'm her mother." Like you, the
That
embarrassment in my face,
that
bro.
was a whole switch up, man. Like
Yo,
I've never experienced that firsthand, but
fuck.
like
These 2000 babies, bruh, they looking older and older. And the 80s. Shout out to you guys. For whatever you guys are eating, shout out to you guys. Because it's working for you guys. They are looking younger and
yo,
younger.
bruh. And it's like the more they grow, the younger they look, bruh. Like
Yo,
yeah, yeah. Way worse women.
Yes, I'm talking
women,
about on
it's
that
so
aspect, man.
they will tempt you any day, bro. Like they will tempt you any like until you have a conversation with them and then you get their age. I can swear to you, there are a bunch of women who you think they're young.
True.
Like you would be there, like throwing hints, trying to flirt, and this person is looking at you like, I actually know your mother.
Like
Like,
what?
like I know your mother, and we grew up together.
What?
You and your mom.
You're like, no,
You're like,
you can't
oh, hell
be.
no, oh no.
Yo.
There's no way. Look, I swear to you, like I bumped into this hun. She was like, I wouldn't call her a hun now that I know that like she's
Yes,
older.
yes, yes.
You know, she was she was fire, dog. Like I was like I was there, like I was by the event in Josie Baja Huru event.
Mm.
And then I was taking pictures obviously of the whole random show.
Mm.
And I came across her. She's an artist. So she was about to perform, to go perform on stage and all of that. And I bump into her. I'm like, hi. She's like, hi. She's like, how are you? I'm like, boy, all sweet talk. I'm like, it's all nice. Like I'm there, mesmerized. I'm there, like astray. Like she just swept me off my feet. I'm like, dog, what the hell? And then she's like, oh, where are you sitting? I'm like, right there with like, yeah, where I'm like,
yes.
obviously. So like I'm sitting
Feeling
with my
yourself
bras.
there.
I'm like, I'm sitting there. She's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm about to go perform. Would you mind taking close-ups of me? I'm like, come on, why are you even asking?
Let me
Why
do
are you
it.
even asking? Just yank me by the arm and say, let's go.
Yes.
I get by the stage, take close-ups, like take a couple of beats. And then he comes back. We go sit by the table. We there chilling. Obviously, I'm with quiet mans. I'm trying to like act all like, oh yeah, well, I'm with the G's and what. And she buys it. She also thinks, oh well, this is a man.
Facts.
This is my age.
Facts.
You check. So obviously over time, yeah, we get to chat. Like she's like, oh well, kind of like you. I'm like, oh, I like you too. Actually, liked you before you. So like we exchange numbers and then we start doing our thing. And then we meet a couple of times. Obviously, we get there. Like everything gets cleaned up. We've never like asked ourselves, we go to like how old are you? How old are you? We never got there. At some point, it comes up. And he's like, oh, you know what? Like, actually, how old are you?
What? Ay.
Everything just went.
Eish.
Tell you what, I told her my age, and she's like, I'm like, what? What? Like, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? She's like, you know how old I am? I'm like, no, you actually a celebrity? Let me just take out my phone and search. So let me just I did that and found out that she was like 9 years older than me.
What?
9 years old. I was like,
yo,
okay.
But 9 years is not a big gap.
Yeah, man. I'm like, okay, we still can make this work, right?
Yes.
She's like, I wasn't asking that. Like you start to feel otherwise. I was just like trying to check because like you way too matured for your age. I'm like,
true.
Okay, cool. So we still continue. She's like, yeah. I'm like, let's do this. Let's do this. But like over time, well, like relationships are just they just get messy at some point. So like we ended up cutting ties there. But like that's the point. Like I was so convinced that she was
younger.
She was younger.
Because they take care of themselves, man.
Yeah, true.
They value themselves, they take care of themselves. And I think that's one of the morals that we need inside of relationships.
I mean, the other thing is that, like, I think it's stuff that they grew up with. Like some of the meds that they grew up with, some of the stuff that they used to eat. That some of the stuff that they're already used to eating. it's not the same as us. You, when you like